You know, they throw it to everyone. They know everyone's a good enough athlete to outrun their defender, and their throwers are so good that the defense usually doesn't have a chance to make a play. That time the defense did have they did have a chance to make a play, and they still come up with it.
So Tom James for Revolver with a simply terrible pull. That one went out of bounds right in the middle of the field, and they're going to get a brick mark. So Ironside getting very favorable position here, working out their vert stack. That's Rebholz putting in play. And Stubbs going deep right away. Clark filling underneath.
You know, I love that play call right there. Stubbs got wide open on the last play. They send him deep. The Revolver helps a little bit, allows an easy underneath throw to Danny Clark.
Pyle coming under.
Salisbury State.
That's right, back when Salisbury State made a run back in the late 90s at the college championships.
Yeah, I think they lost to Wisconsin to the quarterfinals in 2000. And then he kind of broke on the elite club scene in 2004 with Pike.
You have a lot of experience with that one. So Pyle with the disc here, being marked by Taylor, goes across the field to Clark. Oh, Clark can't come down. That was a tough one to read, but Clark should have had that one. So Ironside unable to convert.
Check out how wide Mac Taylor gets on this one, forcing the tough cross-field throw. You know, and we talked about it at the top. In order for Ironside to hang tough, they've got to make plays. If you're going to hang in this game, that absolutely has to be a catch that you're making every single time.
You see Bo Kittredge with the disc here. We talked with Dutchie this morning. He said they're going to play Bo sparingly on defense, but particularly an opportunity to get a break going into halftime.
Also interesting on this one, Marquette there calling the foul on Sam Canner for stepping into the mark. Marquette on D here. Observer ruling it is actually a foul, so this one's going to be coming back to Canner.
Now going back to that turnover, again, Revolver's defense forces their turnovers not necessarily downfield, but around the disc. That dump defense causing that last turnover.
So Taylor able to get around Pryle's mark there. And Canner going deep with the backhand. Has the receiver, but just out to space a little too far. It looked like he had the edge down just a little too much.
You know, it's that experience with the Sarasota wind. Wind's coming from the screen. It's coming right to left. He throws that outside in. That wind's going to get on top of the disc, push it down and out of the range.
So while Ironside unable to convert on the easy, the good field possession, they do get the disc back here. They're working full 70 yards, working mostly downwind, but the wind is definitely at a cross angle here, as Lou mentioned.
Woo! Huge bid from Bo.
And Taylor gets this one back. Intended receiver with Pryle.
Stats are going to give that one to Russell Wynn, who ended up catching the disc, but I think you got to give the credit to Mac Taylor for just being big and long enough to get that pressure on Pryle, make him go up early and miss the catch.
Man, I hope we can take a look at this bid again by Kittredge. I mean, the speed of this guy is unquestioned. Check out the athleticism of this guy. Trying to go over the top. Wow. Southpaw and double wide. They crushed double wide. Early in the first half, took a 5-1 lead, never really looked back.
So Revolver sets up a play in front of Mac with a lot of traffic. He breaks it immediately to the middle of the field, and then they use that open lane to move it downfield into the red zone. Kittredge with the disc. Kittredge finding Canner, and Canner with the forehand across to Taylor, but a big block by Pryle getting in there. Again, Canner just hanging one out, not reading the wind very well, putting too much edge on this one.
Yeah, he had John Levi wide open in front of him for the swing as well.
Again, we see the wind having a little bit of an effect on that throw, causing that just enough hang time on that throw for Pryle to make a play.
So now Stubbs with the disc, Ironside gets it back, and Stubbs going deep to Danny Clark.
Wow. Wow.
Sits it perfectly. Clark for the goal, and 7-5 brings it within 2. Big point for them going to half.
I mean, wow, Lou. Wow on that throw.
Beautiful throw. Russell wins. You see him break off and give up when he realizes he's got no chance